Hey everybody, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you're coming into the room, get comfortable, share this out, make sure you're following, turn your notifications on, all the great stuff so that you do not miss a beat as I am coming here live more often. Many of you guys may have known me from Instagram, where I did majority of my content. I recently start appearing on TikTok and all the good stuff, but I would like to start coming live on YouTube much often. And I found a simple solution, and this is it, and we're going to do it. Okay. Last two videos was a hot mess, but here we are. And at some point, I'll do those videos over, right? But we must move on with the program. So today, I want to talk to you guys about the book of the month that we're finishing up, and it's called the Who Not How. Okay, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Latrice, and I am in the health and wellness industry. I'm a life and wellness coach who help women optimize their health. Right, I have product services and education around, you know, creating that transformation, that holistic transformation. And I have a community that helps keep you accountable, right? As this is a lifestyle and a lifetime, not just the 15 days or the 30 days or the 90-day run challenges that we have continuously in my community. But if you tap into me, then tap into me and know that this is a lifetime. We do have programs that help you to get started. And then once you're on your way, it's good to stay in the community because it keeps you immersed into, the new lifestyle, right? The reason why we connected is because things and people around you, situations and environment around us are not giving what we need to give, are not keeping us accountable. It's not keeping us consistent. It's like distracting us from our goals and from what we need to accomplish. So we outsource, we look elsewhere, we look in a book, we look online, we look for experts all over the place. And I talk to leaders. I talk to leaders who are becoming the expert, who are the expert, who have influence or creating influence, right? How to structure, how to strategize, how to make that vision, that idea bigger. So that's why I'm here. And I want to come here a lot more to share more of what I know. For those of you who don't have the money to connect with me, also for me to have a platform where I can send people for the free 99, but also deliver the information, um, you know, and the value for you. So today, like I said, I want to talk about like every month, and every month I like to suggest or share with my community that on social media, in my stories, and so forth, like the book that I am reading. Those of you who don't know that I am, sorry, a best-selling author and best-selling co-author on, and you can get my book on Amazon, or you can go to my website, smiledynasty.com, and get your book, right? I also have a gratitude journal that is on there. So for those of you who are looking to invest in what I have going on or invest in yourself, to have these books in your life, then go ahead and you can type my name on Amazon, Latrice Lindsay, or again, go to my website. All right. All right. All right. Back to business. Who, not how. Now, again, if you're in my community at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the quarter, I like to focus on goal setting. I like to focus on getting to the bag. I like to focus on breaking down those steps and making it clear. This year, I had the opportunity not only to show up and walk through with you guys online like I normally do, but I took it a step further and I created a Zoom webinar where we can connect one on one. And now here I am doing a YouTube video, right? and sharing all of these amazing stuff. So the goal setting, and you can get access to the downloadable. I'll put the link down in the description for the free downloadable, where it outlines, you know, your goals, where it outlines the things that, and let me get it up actually, since I'm talking about it. So it helps you to basically identify your goals, write down your 3 top focus goals. It helps you to really break down your vision. Let's see. Everything this year we're doing with intention. Everything this year we're doing with purpose. All right. So the goal setting life planning sheet is going to give you an outline of helping you drag the top 3 goals for this year. All right. Your why is so important. Why are these 3 goals important to you? Because again, we're at the beginning of the year. There's so much high momentum. There's so much excitement. There's so much fancy reels and creative contents and everything popping out at us, and just newness of everything, right? Once that has died down, you want to identify your why. Why are you doing this? What is the purpose of you even starting this? And what is going to keep you going even after the fact? So what is your why, right? Why are these goals important to you? I want you to dig deep. I want you to dig deep into that motivation, right? Because again, once it's gone, I want you to look back, and it's so strong and it's so powerful that it moves you just by looking back and just by reading and reminding. Okay, I want you to now the worksheet is going to help you with just listing the resources that you're going to need, right? What are the things, the tools, the resources, the people? What do you need to achieve these goals? We're setting ourselves up for success. We're eliminating all the obstacles. We're eliminating all the doubts. We're connecting with purpose, right? Who are these key players that are in your life? Who are these key players that are in your life that will help you achieve these goals, right? We talked about that, the who, the what, and the why. It's going to help you to break down your goals quarterly. So we're in Q1 right now, and January is already done out of the month. Like, we're moving into fast pace into the month of February. You're already seeing Valentine's promotions. You're already seeing these things popping up in your timeline. Okay, so we are already on our way to our plans, but there are still people, maybe you, right, who have not yet created that plan. One thing that people in my community must have is an agenda, is an organizer, something that has an outline of your day to day, your monthly, your yearly breakdown. I have my social media, and you can't see anything here because of the blur effect that I have on here. So I have my social media plan. I have Mondays, the Tuesdays, the Wednesdays, the Thursdays, the Fridays. It's all planned out. I have my monthly schedule all planned out, right? As you can see, the entire thing is filled, right? I have my February schedule. So as we all planned out. So as we move aggressively through these months, all we have to do is go towards the plan and continue creating these plans, right? So your quarterly goals, why should you get it? Because it helps you to walk through, it helps drag your mind, it helps put things in place for you, right? So again, all these things are going to be in the free worksheet, the free downloadable worksheet that I have accessible to you. Daily action plans, weekly plans, all these things, and it goes on and on and on. So I was excited that I was able to create that for you guys. All right. So then now you can go to your yearly calendar, take the things from there, and now we start planning. We start planning, and this is things that I can do with you in a group. This is things I can do with you on a one-on-one. We go through the planning process. We go through the planning process, and then we start looking around those resources we talked about, those tools we talk about, the who's, not so much the how's, right? We're not looking about how we're going to do it. We've looked at how much you want to make, and we look at what are the things you want to put in place to make sure that you reach these goals, and who can you help? What are the resources there? Who can help you get to it faster? We ain't got time to waste. Okay? So, one of the books that I want to suggest for those in my community to start reading off at the beginning of the year is this book by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Okay? It's called The Who, Not How. It's the formula to achieving bigger goals. You know, we all about the big, right? And through accelerating teamwork. And we're all about working together. So when I saw this book, I was excited. And not when I saw this book. The only way, or the only reason I ended up seeing this book is because my mentor, okay, Big Candace, right, talks about it in her lives and in her community that I'm a part of. Okay, that is my marketing mentor who helps me to, you know, to deliver the information, who delivers the information to me when it comes to marketing and strategies and executions and things like that. I'm able to invest in her. So for those of you who invest in me, get privy to the information. Okay, we all got to start somewhere, right? So this book breaks down freedom of time. This is not privy to anything that I have spoken about in the past. Freedom of time. We need time freedom. We're working towards that. What does that look like for you, right? This book helps break that down. Freedom of money. How about that residual income that I'm always talking about, that I'm always helping women, men, families position themselves to make that residual money, that sleep money, right? Freedom of money. It talks about and breaks down how to break down and create money instead, how time creates money instead of we selling our time for money, right? Be committed. It talks about being committed to a specific result. If you have enough money to solve the problem, you don't have a problem. So clearly it talks about how to increase that money flow so that you don't have any problem, because you're making the money to do what? To solve the problem. Freedom of relationship is how to be a good who to others. I am a good who. I have information that you don't know and that you don't have, and you're a good who for me because you have information that I don't know and I don't have. But these information are best to help us to accelerate our goal, accelerate our vision, our mission, or accelerate us to another level in our transformation, right? So it teaches us about the freedom of relationship, how to avoid the wrong who's. Okay, there's people out here acting like they know the who, the what. They all have the knowledge, but have they really practiced the principle, right? A lot of the things that I teach you or taught you or show up and share with you is either things that I've been going through in my business, is either things that I've experienced in my business, is either testimonies from people within my business or people that I know who's going through business, right? But it's all, or even our health and wellness journey, right? Let's not forget about the millions and thousands of transformation that our products and our community have created. And let's not forget about the hundreds that myself have created and shared and showed and came up and presented for those in the past. Let us not forget, okay, how relationships are important with collaboration, right? I've talked about collaboration in the past. I've showed you in many forms how I've collaborated with other people. I've explained to you in so many different ways how collaboration is extremely important if your focus is growth, right? This book talks about that, right? So I've learned a few things, right? And I've reconfirmed other things just by reading this book. Freedom of purpose, right? Stop competing and start collaborating. Okay. Um, who's, who's, find your who's expand your vision and your purpose. There is no competition out there. There is only collaboration and people out there who are willing to help you and be great. My lip is not dry, guys. I do have a lipstick on that's really, almost skin tone, but it does come off a little dull. So I put a little lip balm on it. Okay, so here are some things that I wanted to point out in, again, the book. Okay, the book, the who, not how. So as you're starting the list of, when you do get the worksheet that I provide for you, the link is in the bio. When you get that worksheet, I want you to really sit back and think about your year prior. So whatever year you're watching this in, right now we're in 2025. Think about your 2024. Look back over your past quarter, right? That last fourth quarter, what are the things that you achieved, right? What are the things that you achieved? What are the things that worked for you? What are the things that did not work for you? But mostly, what are the things that you achieved that makes you proud? Okay, when you're doing that, when you're thinking about your new goals, when you're thinking about your new plans, there's so many things out there that can help you to drag your memory, and to help you to execute the vision, or to bring clarity to your vision, right? The next thing, what are your current areas of focus that makes you the most confident? When we're going on this walk, when we are building trust, when we're building momentum, when we're building ourselves and building our business, it's a challenge to keep that confidence high, right? So in this exercise, I want you to focus on what are those areas of focus, in your business, in your lifestyle, in what you're already doing in your physical transformation or health walk. What are those areas that give you the most confidence? For me, I like the way I look in the mirror, right before I go in the shower. I like the way how I feel when I put on one of my compression. I love the way how my supplements and my products make me feel, because when I'm going through that cycle of the month, or if I ate something that made me bloated and uncomfortable, then I'm able to take any of my products that's catered to that symptom and then relieve myself and make myself feel amazing again. So I love. So you put that feeling, and the result of that feeling, because it makes me confident, it builds up my confidence even more, when these things are, in alignment. And so I focus on those things. I do more of those things. I keep more of those things in my hindsight, eyesight type thing. Okay. Now, your next assignment is to look ahead at the next quarter. Okay. Which goal, which product, which developments are giving you the most excitement? So we have your set goals that you have set out. You know, each quarter you're going to achieve these goals. But out of these goals, out of this project that you're about to do, out of your next quarter, what are you going to dominate? What brings you the most excitement? Right? Those are the three things I want you to take away right now as we move on from goal setting. I want you to really sit down and really focus on um, these things that I share with you. Again, go read the book. You can comment down below some of the takeaways that you got from this book. It's a phenomenal book. I made lots of notes while reading this book. I ran into a gentleman who saw me reading this book, and he was equally excited about how this book was great for them. And then I got a list of uh, about 20 to 24 new books suggested by that gentleman that I ran into. So I got a lot of books to read, but my commitment this year is to go over the books with you that I've suggested in the past. These are actually new books for me that I'm going into. So as I'm coming out of this book, the Who Not How, we're going into Blue Ocean Strategy. Right. And I think these are just in time Blue Ocean Strategy. And then we're going into Beyond Disruption right here. Right. These books are my next go-to, and I'm excited to come back and talk to you guys about it. So we'll see if we can do this like once a month. This is how I'm gonna start this. So this is an elevation for me, guys. Elevation. So I went from tweeting and sharing each month, be like, hey, new book of the book of the month, or read of the month, to now talking about it and sharing it with you. And then eventually, depending on how you guys reciprocate, depending on how um, you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, then we can move it forward. And I may just start doing regular readings with you in the community. It's going to be beneficial for all of us. Okay, it's going to be beneficial for me because I may miss out on some things in the book, and together we can just talk about it. Also, even my perspective, it could be, based on just one way and just having a discussion around it, then basically drag more ideas and more perspective. Right? Reading is so fundamental, so much information is there, and we want to get into the practice of doing the action. So not only are we going to read these books, y'all, we are going to take step by step, and we're taking our time. Someone asked me, are you a fast reader? I said no. I take my time, and because there are things in the books that I want to implement. There's also, guys, Audible. There's PDFs. There's hard copy. Some books, yes, I do need a hard copy for, because I like to take notes. I like to look into the graphs that they have. So some books are just better off to have hard copy. Um, where is it? I'm trying to show an example. Oh, not so much in this book, but this book has graphs as well too. But Lord, uncovering the blocks of buyers' utilities. Like, it has like a graph, right? You can see the graphs kind of over on that section, kind of sort of. So I like to get hard copies in certain books, and then you will then also be told which book you want to get when it comes to those things. But also, guys, the audibles, this is one last thing and I'm going to let you go. But the audibles, I have a bunch of books on Audible as well, and some of these books actually come with bonuses like downloadables. Some of these books come with where they navigate you to the author's page, where they have free downloadables and additional resources and information for those books. But I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I could get get it right. That's the best. Anyways, that's the best I could show you guys. But these are all books I was able to read over the past 2 years. So these are books that we are going over. And some of these books, I ended up getting the Audible and ended up getting the hard copy of it because they were just that good. And it was just necessary for me to have both because I read these books over and over and over and over and over again. And it's so convenient to have them here. So I've been exposed to many things, and many people have directed me to many phenomenal books that has helped me, whether in mindset, spiritual growth, healing, um, business, health, things like that. And it's not just one scope. So we're reading many books. So if you are interested in joining us, then join us for the free 99 by subscribing and following, by joining one of my Facebook free communities, by following me on Becoming Trees on Instagram or OG Trees on Instagram, and just tapping in. If you want to make an investment in yourself, smiledynasty.com will lead you to where you need to go. There's books, there's one-on-ones, there's programs, there's all my programs, guys. You're working directly in with me, or you're working within a community, and then you have access to me, right? A lot of people are gone to this. Send you off to, video tutorials, workbooks, and all of that. You get that as well with me. However, I like to connect, right? I like to know what's going on. So that's it. Again, you guys, my name is Latrice Lindsay. I am a life and health and wellness life coach, and I focus on optimal growth. I work with women, mamas, busy entrepreneurs who are looking to accelerate and elevate their lives, their mission, their vision, their purpose. I help you with your body, your bank account, and building an empire, building a legacy, right? And improvement is everything to me. All right, so let's heal, let's grow, let's build, and let's dominate together. Let's do it. All right, peace, love, and unity.